So Grant Storms is a Baptist minister, a pastor in New Orleans, and for years he's sort of been infamous for staging God Hates Fags style protests at Southern Decadence, which is a street party in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, which is normally so placid and civil and respectable and not very decadent at all. But the gays take over Bourbon Street, where, you can take your grandmother and your children any other day of the year. The gays take over Bourbon Street for something called Southern Decadence, and it is a little decadent. It's a kind of like gay Mardi Gras street party. A lot of rear ends showing instead of titties. And Pastor Grant Storms would show up every year with a bullhorn and a broom, and all of his followers and would scream, God hates fags, and Leviticus this, and Romans that, at the homos, and just rail against the immorality of it all, and the sexual depravity, and blah, blah, blah. Can you guess what happens next? Can you guess where this is going? If you're a regular listener, you know what's coming next when I bring up an anti-gay, religious, bigot, psycho warrior. Reverend Grant Storm was arrested a couple of weeks ago, sitting in a van at a playground, masturbating while he watched children play. Now, he denies, in a press conference, that he was watching children while he masturbated, but doesn't deny that he was masturbating, parked at a playground. I can't think of a less sort of erotic place to go grind one out than a playground, but hey, that's me. I'm one of those depraved faggots, right? Who doesn't think there's anything sexy about children or playgrounds or sippy cups. Call back to last week's show. But Grant Storms now says he has a pornography addiction. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so tired of people who get caught out being the perverts that they are after externalizing their internal dramas about their own sexual desires that they can't deal with, and externalizing it and making enemies and demons out of other people, almost always gay people, then turning around and claiming, oh, I'm a victim, I have a pornography addiction, ooh. And now Pastor Grant Storms is saying what he really needs is the love and help and support of all of his other fellow pastors in conquering the porn demon that has destroyed his life. So, what's the lesson here? It's the lesson we should always take away. Everybody who's out there screaming and yelling about other people's sex lives and how depraved and immoral other people are, they're next. They're the next Pastor Grant Storms. They are telling us, I am a basket case and a mess. I am externalizing my own internal drama. Every last Phelps is a mess like this. They're all going to come tumbling out. Tony Perkins, we have your number. Tony Perkins, Family Research Council, has to be. I think we can safely infer now, after the Wreckers and the Haggards and the Storms and all the rest, that everybody who is out there waving a placard about how immoral other people are, who are just trying to enjoy themselves with other people who consensually wish to enjoy themselves with them, has issues. Don't know exactly what those issues are for Tony Perkins, but I know they're there. And one day he will come tumbling out like the rest of them.